Okay, the show officially begins.
Hi, Jen.
Jen, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay. Guys, it's wet out there, guys.
It's raining.
It's a rainy night in Ventura, everybody.
Yeah, I was working in the dirt and what is it? The dirt hunt or whatever they call it at the fairgrounds.
The what? I don't know.
The dunk hunt. The people put trash outside. Then
the junk hunt. Junk hunt?
Yeah, that. And then I was standing out there directing traffic in the rain. Like this.
This is a world premiere.
I just got out earlier.
So, Jennifer, can you hear yourself?
Junk hunt?
No. No, I cannot. Now I can.
All right.
There it is.
All right, so this is local music.
I brought dabs and
This
flour.
was emailed to us this morning, so we got dabs.
Well, it's not. It's more hash. But dabs,
Let me
yes.
frame this.
Oh, I didn't bring that thing.
Oh, the last time I was here looked like
supposed to leave it in here. June.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be
Dabs,
charged,
go
and
back.
it's not
Did you
charging
just
as
cut
much.
the wood?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I pulled an epic stoner move, you guys, too, so that's why I'm a little
I
late.
guess you're gonna have to do one.
No, well, I mean,
All right.
no, I'm just noticing.
This is a world premiere. We're gonna play another new song by Grigs B, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up in a little bit.
No, we fucked up.
And when this song finishes, I'm going to introduce our guests.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to the Ventura Tide Pod.
Welcome to the motherfucking Ventura Tide Pod, ladies and gentlemen. Hell yeah. This is how we do it. Gotta give them excitement, nah.
June's been practicing that intro.
I like that.
Yeah, bro. We gotta give them energy. We gotta make that shit come out.
I like
You
that.
like this song?
It's actually sick.
Yeah. This is brand new. Never before. I had to get permission to play this.
It's not copyright either. We own this shit.
Does he play?
We do not own this song.
Does he play at the Six?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You
In
own
the
it
saloon
from
and all that?
Grigs B.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
When Grigs B gives it to you, you own it, own it.
All right, June, you ready to introduce the show?
Ready.
All right.
What?
Introduce the show. You've been working on this.
Welcome to the motherfucking Ventura Tide Pod, ladies and gentlemen. This is Junior the Joint Roller, and we got Rando, and we got Jennifer, and we got Rugsby.
Rugsby. I mean, that's not his name, but you had it.
The intro was so good.
You were good
I
too.
fucked it up.
Dude.
No.
You were so good.
Does me
All right.
good? Hey,
You were talking about it, and enthusiasm. It was there.
Yeah, you know what
Definitely was
happened?
there.
You know why
Hey,
you
my
fucked it
bad,
up?
my boy.
You know why you fucked it up? Because we're talking about Grigs B.
Yeah.
And then we got Rugs by Doves, and you fucked it up.
That shit. I was trying to say
good.
that, but
All right. And we have Jennifer from the pawn shop of Ventura.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah.
And we got Rugs by Doves. Follow him out on Instagram. Rugs by Doves
that
with
shit.
a Z.
My bad, boy.
Now
the
known
girl.
as Rugsby.
Yeah. Now you're new. Now, like you say, you never get to choose your own nickname.
It's true. That is true.
We put it on for you.
I love
Be
it.
careful, dude.
So can I tell you guys my stoner story real quick?
All right, so Jen from the pawn shop of
Okay.
Ventura. Go ahead.
I was like a little late getting over here because I realized in speaking with my cousin just before I got here that I booked the hotel for tomorrow night for Jack's rowing competition in a completely different area than where we were supposed to be because I was looking at the map and then when I went to transfer it to the other map, the two bodies of water looked so similar that I ended up booking the hotel like a half an hour south from where we needed to be. So I was like in a panic so I called the Holiday Inn and the guy was super nice. I was like, this is because they already charged my card and everything. And he
Was it just because you put it in the wrong town? Or
no, because I was looking at where the marina was, and then I was looking at a different map for hotels, and the two bodies of water look so similar that when I was looking at two different maps, I was like, just looking at two different places.
Yeah.
Not realizing it because they look so similar. Because it's like, if anyone's familiar, it's Long Beach and Newport Beach.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, so the guy kind of laughed on the phone, and he was like, "Don't worry about it. It happens." When I explained to him what I did, and so he canceled the reservation for me. Super nice guy at the Holiday Inn, and
How high were you when you booked the wrong lake?
you know, this was a couple nights ago, and I was doing it on my iPad.
Oh, I know where you were a couple nights ago. We were at Skating Plus.
Yeah, well, it was before that. It was a couple nights before that. But it was still, I couldn't believe I did it. Anyways, Holiday Inn, super nice. They canceled, and I quickly, right before I got here, rebooked a new room at a new hotel. So I was like, I didn't want to let that go any longer and wait. But
Good save.
yeah, so there's my good story. Anyways, Kevin says the live stream died.
Who's Kevin?
My bro.
That means they kicked you off, right?
Yeah, well, YouTube kicked us off. Whatever. It looks like we're back on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Kevin. Kevin, by the way, if we get kicked off of YouTube, we'll just repost it tomorrow morning. It's all good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When it's not live.
Yeah, they can't stop us.
They won't.
That's right.
The YouTube.
They
do it.
can't.
They're on our fucking
We
ass.
are the Ventura type pod.
No medical advice, and we believe in COVID.
Yeah,
Right,
well, did you guys, I don't know if you guys noticed, but a couple of the cannabis pages I follow on Insta have gotten, I don't know if Insta's on a thing, but they've blocked some cannabis
Big Pharma
users.
Hey, Big Pharma, fuck off. Okay.
There's a lot of people in it, though, too. I mean, like Mike Tyson's in it. Like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of different celebrities
stop
that are
us
in
all.
it right now.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It's
I
gonna be
wouldn't doubt
legal.
they're trying to crack down now. They're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
If everyone's trying to get down on it, where is it coming from? Where is it going? Where are they putting it?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It's probably a big thing around
They have
here.
like Green Street now down in LA, like all these different.
Street?
Yeah, Green Street. It's like a whole facility dedicated to like cannabis events and stuff. It's
Really?
like, yeah.
It's you can't put that toothpaste back in the tube. You already
Right.
cracked the door. You know.
True.
Although, you know, they tried to do a cannabis cafe and that kind of.
Oh, I know.
Here in Ventura?
No, it was like West Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like-
I totally remember that on
Yeah.
TV, seeing that.
Yeah, we went
Freaking out,
once.
like, what the?
Yeah, we went once for my brother and I, our birthdays, because our birthdays are so close together. A couple years ago, we went to the
actual place?
four of us. Yeah, the cafe. And
no way.
before it closed down, it was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And more than a couple years ago now. And because like COVID was a couple years ago. But it was fun. We had a great time. I was bummed to hear that it had closed down because we thought it was cool. The food was good, super scrummy.
Was it like they showed?
Was the food
The bong and
good?
everything?
Yeah. You
all
could,
that?
yes, you could get a vaporizer. They also had the gravity bong. You could like rent or whatever, and then a bong
That's
or pipe. You could order pre-rolls. They had like a whole menu. That was actually the first place I tried dabs. Yeah, I dabbed for the first time there.
That is a joint.
Really?
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
Wait, how did you dab for the first time? I thought you were a dab veteran.
No, that was like years ago. That was like
okay.
6 years ago.
Got it.
But no, there was my brother. Yeah, because I was like, I had never done it, and my brother was like, yeah, and his girlfriend and Tam, and they.
Spark it up.
Yeah,
just
spark it up. Yeah,
Yes, it is, man.
dude. If
Junior
I
the
like
joint
that.
roller.
yeah, Junior the joint roller, ladies and gentlemen, he's doing his fucking job
This is what
tonight.
I'm doing, y'all.
Fucking
Do we
job.
have any stoner snacks? You guys always suck with this. So I have to bring the
Sunflower seeds?
I have to bring the stoner
No.
snacks every time I come.
I got some cupcakes.
Was not thinking
That's
about
not-
snacks at all.
Yeah, I got some Halloween candy.
Oh, look at.
Thank you.
I got some
There you
Halloween
go.
candy. Ooh,
That's
put
a
a little
snack.
bow on it. Here, can you hand me that ashtray?
I love this little slim.
All right, so listen, coronavirus is a real thing, so we're following COVID protocols where everybody gets their own joint.
Sweet.
So, yeah.
I like these rules.
Here. Yeah! Here's our Singapore ashtray
Yes.
coming at ya.
I'm warning
All
you.
right.
I'm warning you guys. I took a small nap, so I have more energy than normal.
All right.
Nice.
I just want to let you guys know something.
Okay.
While I was out today,
All right.
the Habit treated me nice. So all the workers at the Habit
Which one?
on Thompson,
Why?
they gave me a good deal and everything. I was like, oh, dale. And they, you
Oh, my
know,
gosh.
although shout out to them. And not but least, we got to say what's up to Skunk Masters. Hey, thank you for supporting us and everything.
Thank you.
But another one too. Well,
They
I
kill
say
it.
2 more.
They're the best.
It's Sapeport. Sapeport. Come on, Sapeport.
Are you cheating on Skunk Masters?
No.
No,
It's not. No.
No,
They have their
Skunk
own
Masters
purpose.
is still the number one.
Yeah.
They have their purpose.
So, yeah, Sapeport.
There's a couple
Good
places.
looking out, Sapeport. And
That's because too many people are smoking it.
Tree.
Hey,
It's what is it?
Do you
Tree
know what the newer
Factory?
ones? Do you know what the newer places at all?
No.
That have popped up right there
Where?
in Oxnard?
No.
Like
They have new ones?
Tree Factory.
Yeah, they have a new.
What's up to
like,
the Tree Factory?
I don't know. I
Angel.
swear, when I passed the front, it looked
Yes,
like
sir.
a big bank, but it wasn't. It was like the full-on, dispensary. But trip out when you pass by it. It was really big, and I was like, it reminded me of like
Fuck
the
yeah.
sizes of like Skunk Masters, but
Yeah.
just is a little bit by HPC. I feel like area.
That's probably
Sounds
the
like Safeport or Wheelhouse? No, Safeport.
No.
It sounds like maybe
there's one like
Safeport.
behind those
Where's the
areas
light?
right
Yeah.
there. Behind, like that. Near
It's,
Safeport, but
east-
behind that area even.
Interesting.
I don't know how to explain that area.
E.
You need a lighter? What are you
yeah.
looking for? Oh.
E something.
No, we have an ashtray right here. Can we just comment real quick on the rain? The rain sounds awesome, man.
Yeah, it
sitting
does.
in here.
Yeah.
I was like actually excited to come and sit. And I was like, it's gonna be really
You
cool
should
to
have
sit
came
in
the
the
other
rain.
time that was
It makes you feel like going.
Riders
Riders
on
on the
the-
storm.
what is it? The-
Hey everybody, we have a caller right now. Hey, you're on the Ventura Tide Pod. What's up?
Yo, this is Jordan from 805 Uncensored.
Hey, what's up, Jordan?
Hi,
What's up,
Jordan.
What's up, man?
We got Rugs by Dubs
Hey.
here and Jennifer from the pawn shop of Ventura.
Nice. I'm watching you guys live simultaneously while I'm calling in.
Fuck yeah,
Calling
dude.
today
We love
that
you, bro.
We need to fucking legalize LSD.
LSD? Okay, make your point.
Well, it is a gigantic tool to dive into spiritual awakenment. However, it needs to be regulated to an extent, but it should definitely be something that people over the age of 21 can purchase, because this is an amazing tool, along with psilocybin mushrooms to expand consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like
I'm with
to.
shrooms, but
Yes.
I don't know about LSD.
Well, I would
Yeah.
like to say that I would prefer MDMA. I mean, not that they all shouldn't be
I'm
legal.
on board with MDMA too. I want to legalize all psychedelics,
Yeah.
but I want them regulated.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like you can't get you. I would never go to like somewhere like we used to get MDMA from just random people at raves, and I would never do that now.
Yeah, you can't trust anybody. Fuck that.
No, those days are gone. That was like back in the 90s.
Yeah, hey Jordan, but do you trust the United States
Trust people.
as an anarcho-communist? Do you trust the United States government to properly regulate LSD? They're going to give us some weak strain of that shit.
I mean, that's a good question, but I would rather have the federal government regulating it and we have a legal basis for it than just getting fucking whatever the fuck on the street.
Huh, good point.
I think also as things get like the government and the laws get more liberal, that like over time I just kind of feel like the people in charge that run those regulated bodies also sort of become more liberal, if that makes sense. So like maybe it wouldn't be like what we want it to be in the very beginning, but it might evolve over time after like more liberal people are in charge to be like actually what we want, what we think it should be.
Especially because there's like an educational basis for it, right? Like we're starting to see medicinal purposes for it, and that's like a key way to get the ball rolling. That's what we do with cannabis.
Right.
Are you pro or anti cannabis cafe in Ventura?
Me?
Yeah.
Is that even a question?
I was gonna say.
That's a good one.
Hey man, we missed you at Skating Plus. We thought you were gonna roll through with Taj Bibi.
Yeah, man, I really wanted to be there, but it's a tough economy, and I don't have a lot of money right now.
Yeah.
I'll pay for you next time.
That was
Oh, you hear that?
It's like,
Thank you, Jen. I really appreciate that.
my bad.
I got you.
Oh,
I got 5 on it.
Everybody got 5 on it.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
I love you guys. I got
but show up, cuz.
on my next episode next week.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. Check
Get
out Jordan. He has a podcast called the 805 Uncensored Podcast. It's like ours, except with smart people. And then also check him out. He's going to be on Wesley's Wavelengths, right? Isn't that right, Jordan? Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. And if you want to know who Wesley is, check out our show last week. He was on our show. So
Yep.
he's a good guy.
Yeah, he works at 99-cent store. He's the manager there.
Don't tell people where he works. Come on. I'm sorry, Wesley. I'm sorry for this guy.
We'll edit that part out.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Well,
Did
everyone
he
knows.
advertise that when he was here?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because I met him
Junior's
over there.
giving away his secret.
Jesus.
Loose lips and shit.
Don't tell people where he works.
Hey,
Just kidding,
he don't
everyone. He
mind.
doesn't work
He
there.
don't mind.
Junior.
It's the 99-cent store in Camarillo.
Yeah.
He's gonna hear that and he's gonna be like, God,
Yeah.
show me some love, dog.
It's a 99-cent store in Crenshaw. So, yeah.
Because they're gonna see his picture and then they're gonna see him over there and they're gonna be like, hey, bro.
Yeah, the 99-cent store in South Central.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah. All right, my man. Well, hey, I'm gonna be looking out for you on these shows, and then just keep doing what you're doing. I like that the Smokey the Bear podcast. I want more of those.
Fuck yeah, you got it. All right, you guys have a good rest of your night. Peace out.
Bye,
right.
Jordan.
Hey, if we say something, call back in.
All right, you got it.
All right.
Later.
Love you, man. All right, so that's Jordan from the 805 Uncensored.
That's it.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of Skating Plus, I want to ask Rubs by Dubs a few questions first. So
Let's do it.
I just want to announce that he came bearing gifts.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so if we could display the gifts.
That is really
Listen,
cool.
you guys,
Yeah.
if you want some custom rugs for affordable prices, I mean, check this shit out.
That's really
Dude,
cool.
here, let me change the camera.
Try to-
So,
Try to add a little flavor to the cross.
Yeah.
Putting in a Jurassic Park theme.
okay, I do.
Is that what that
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
The Jurassic Park theme, okay. Because it's got the red with the yellow. Totally. I like it.
Hold it up to this camera right here.
This one right
You can
here.
see, yeah. All right, so this is a custom rug. Like where? So if people want this stuff, where would they search for?
If they can hit me up on Instagram at RUGZ by, which is and then BY
Yeah.
and then DUBZ.
Or just go in the link. The link is in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like there's the Ventura
These things
Tide
are
Pod
sick,
one
dude.
over there. And
Yeah.
that's freaking awesome.
Junior, can you hold that one up? The
Here, why don't we
Ventura
put this up?
Tide. So just to show how
For you guys.
accurate and awesome his custom work is, he just made this he just whipped it up. So hold it up.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Fuck yeah, dude. This is this one is Daddy likes it.
Marley.
I fucking love this.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Bob.
That's the vibe for
So-
sure.
And then now that our light broke, that's the
Super
brightest
quick.
thing in here. Super.
Oh.
How long did it
Literally.
take you to make this?
That one was.
You hang it
It
up?
took about 2 days, but I mean, no joke.
Dude, we really appreciate it
flying
so
as
much.
fast as I can to make
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Really, because it was one of those things where he hit me up so many times, and I really had
See, I was always
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
have time, and then right away he
Junior,
was just like,
Junior's
all right.
putting the pressure on, huh?
Yep. Hey, it's good though. That's good.
Cool.
It's always a good thing.
Yeah, that's really cool.
All right, so while he's hanging that up, you can find him at the swap meet at Ventura College. We'll see him out there a bunch of times. I saw Grigs B at the swap meet. He was walking away with a rug that said Ventura. So,
Yeah, dude,
so if anybody wants to
Cool
know how
dude.
legit
Cool
Grigsby
dude.
is with
really cool dude.
with
And
805 music,
he was
okay.
really another good
Yeah.
person. Peps Glass on Instagram kills it. Like both, he makes custom little
okay.
dab rigs.
Can you, what is his thing? All right, we're gonna find that
Real
out.
quick, sorry guys.
I
it's
want to
okay.
know how
It's
you
okay.
got into making carpets. I'm fascinated with
Yeah.
this.
That's a great question,
That's a good question.
and it was on our list of the internet questions.
Yeah.
So we just double penetrated that question.
The internet
Yeah.
questions?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You asked it first.
Look, some people emailed us and
Oh,
DM'd
got
us.
it.
some-
Okay. Yeah, because
Okay.
that's such a unique.
Yeah.
Right? It's such a unique niche.
I first started making shirts first. That was originally my thing. I bought a press. I bought the ink. I bought the whole kit. You had to buy the printer, and then the certain paper that you have to print out, like, you know, so that once you push that heat press down, that it makes the whole image stick to the whole shirt. And it's like you have to use 100% polyester, and that type of cloth not always works with everyone, you know, because some people want like something that breathes better than other people want, like, oh, I want a, you know, a super, like, you know, really thick shirt, you know. So making that really did not work so well, so I had to figure out some way to like pivot on what I was doing, because I really wanted to stay creative, but I just couldn't figure out really what to do. And then all of a sudden I just was like thinking, man, what could I do? And then I was on the internet one day and I saw someone like was making a Pokemon rug. Ooh. And it was like a Pikachu or whatever. Yeah. Pretty big, 3 foot by 3 foot looking, and it was really nice looking. And then I was just like, wow. And I hit the guy up and I was like, hey, how much? And then he was telling me the price, and so I was just, it was like $350 for it. So
wow,
I kind of was like interested, because I was like, okay, that's probably a lot of work that goes into it. And I seen on his page like there was a lot of stuff going on, that he was like, you know, taking his time, making all of it, doing the whole thing. So I was just like, all right, you know what? I should just like maybe see, like, you know, I just wanted to see about it. And I was like, you know, what is the thing he's using, the actual gun, which is what I actually brought right here to show you guys real quick. So this is a tufting gun right here, and this right here like is what you want at first. And I noticed it in the videos and a lot of other people's videos online, and I was like, wow, like, what is that thing? I want to find out what it is. And then
it's like a tattoo gun.
Yeah, almost like a tattoo gun, exactly. And then once I bought it, I was just like, okay, just trying to learn it from there, and then little YouTube videos here, there, because I'm not lying, everyone should do a YouTube checkup on anything you want to get into. If you're really like passionate about something, do it, and just search in any way you can. If you have to use YouTube, do it. But
we'll give you,
it will help. It will literally help you, and it helped me a lot, because then I learned my little flaws here, there, and then it just eventually blew me up to where I'm at. To I can make the size of this TV now size. When I eventually started out just making like a small little baby frame, not knowing what to do, and then buying super big cloths for like something that was less than this table size. So it's like, what am I doing? Like, you know, kind of thing. So once I eventually started like getting more into it, it just like became a passion after like that, because it was just like going to be a little quick thing I get into, and then I was like seeing how it goes, but it ended up turning out to be way more like than I thought in the end, which is kind of cool. But yeah, here
thing's like a tattoo gun.
So how do you come up with your designs? Is everything you do custom, or do you come up with your own designs? Do people request things, or how do you come up with your...
I do my own if I really have like art that I can do myself, but I do get customs where it's their personal art, and then sometimes they give it to me in a form that's not exactly a way I can blow it up,
translate it.
Yeah, because it goes onto a projector, and then basically just thrown up onto the screen. So when I do that, as long as it's an image I can use that's somewhat straight, it's gonna be straight. But sometimes people give me images that are like a shirt image that they have, and they're like, oh, can you give me, you know, this on it? And it's like, yeah, I could do that, but can you make another photo of it but flatten out the shirt? And then all that, and they're like, oh, I don't have it with me right now, and all that, and it just turns into a big thing where it's like, I can't exactly like give you something custom where it turns out like that, because I can't exactly draw it out,
modify the image and all that. Get it? Yeah. I see.
I mean, because some people want some crazy stuff, and which kind of sucks. Which, going back to the swap meets and everything that you guys are saying, like, you know, meet me there. It's awesome that I go there and do that, because I am able to hit a different crowd of people that want different things that I'm not really used to doing. Like, I always on the internet get the same things usually. Always Pokemons, or like mushroom style stuff, or anything that has to do with like names or like certain logos and things like that. Like, those are the ones I get the most of. Like, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? Can you do that? It's like, yeah. Then I go to the swap meets, and it's a whole different set of things.
Sure.
That's why I'm just like kind of like, what, you want that?
They're like, can you do my dog and like holding a strawberry? This one time he just looks so cute, and I want that on a rug.
See that goes good, and then also it goes random where they'll show me an image where there's no way to translate that into a drawing somewhat of sorts to be like, hey, yeah, I can do that, because sometimes I'll get it over my head and I'll tell people, yeah, I could do that, and then I see the image they want and I'm like, ooh, like, and then I have to like pretty much tell them right there, like, hey, I'm sorry, but like I can't. I feel bad because I don't want to bum them out, but I mean at the same time it's like, hey, I really cannot translate that into a drawing, like, you know.
And how does it work when you're dealing with like logos and like Pokemon and stuff like that? Like, are you allowed to? Because I just learned this whole thing with like chocolate, for example. Like, they can't, bakeries and chocolate shops, like they can't do like Harry Potter events because it's like trademarked, right? Like, and like they've actually, like the J.K. Rowling estate has actually like gone after people who have, you know, when you make money off of something that, like an image, like and like, is that because of your creativity? Is there like a loophole for that? Or how does
that's
that
the thing I've always worried and wondered about at the same time. Like, because as much as I really love doing all those ones, there's always that back in my head, in my mind, like, oh, are they going to come after me about it? But I mean, at the same time, there's a lot of people on the internet that are, you know, thousands of followers who have like made probably thousands of those rugs, you know, for people. So I mean,
so nobody's really addressed. So it's kind of just a community thing. Like, nobody really knows what
that's where it's like a weird like space where when I was looking at it, even before I started, I had like 3 or 4 months of just purely like checking it out before I even, because I was gonna buy that rug. No joke, I was gonna buy it. Like, I had it all in my head. Like, all right, I have the money that's coming this Friday. I might as well just pay for this. And then instantly I was like, you know what? You know, learning about the gun, just learning about the whole process and being like, why don't I just buy it? It came the next day on Amazon and I was like, well, all right. And then just, it was such a fast pace of learning through the internet and then just getting it in my hands, you know, to instantly just like the sound alone, you know, I don't know, it's not like therapeutic, but I mean, after a while doing it, it turns into like just something you don't even notice, and you're just, once you start, you're just kind of like, when you start, but once you really start getting the frame and everything going, it's a whole different thing. It's a whole different experience, kind of like you're now creating like something that's, you know, not anywhere kind of thing. I don't know. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a lot of people I saw on the internet were just making things that were like crazy. That's why I tried to enter myself into that somehow, but try not to do the exact same as everyone, because I noticed everyone had the same set of like everyone had this Bart Simpson who's like with a cell phone and like crazy like pink on and everything, and it's
people love that.
It's what every single rug person had, and I was like, well, should I do that? And then I was like, no, I'm gonna switch it up. So I made Marge Simpson with a shotgun, and that was one that I was like, all right, if anyone copies that, it came straight from me, you know, pretty much, because you know, it's an original idea that I went from, and then now I'm just, if it goes from there, it goes from there. But I mean, it's kind of cool to see how
it's like what
every person. I don't know. Yeah. It's just different because every person has their own style, and some people just stick to just making
and their own designs too.
Yeah. Some people are really good at their own art, where you're really like, wow, like I did not know that was even possible. And then there's other people who are like, you could tell they're starting out, which mine still look like I'm starting out, because no joke, the second I'm almost getting done with the rug, before I'm even like pretty much gonna etch it and make it all nice looking like I did with yours, like it could have been all like naughty looking, before I even get that done, someone's already trying to buy it. So I feel kind of bad because I don't put that extra effort into making it that much more better. So when customs come through, I try to give that little kid, okay, they're at it, they're asking for this much, this size, so I'm gonna say, all right, let's figure this out, what kind of art you have, and if it's art that's totally, like I'm saying, doable, then I totally do it and make it happen. You know, and it's a cool thing, because a lot of people, in the end, they're super excited when they get it. They're just like, wow, dude, like, thank you so much, like you guys, dude, I hope,
that's super cool.
Like, I try to make it a little bit different.
Do you make videos of yourself, like making?
I'm by myself, really, when I'm doing things, or else my lady's there, but my kid.
Yeah, but you got to get a couple of these.
I know I need a tripod or something to just have right there constantly looking at.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, you got to set up a couple different angles and then.
Yeah, because I noticed that a lot of people.
Because that seems like a cool video. It seems like it would be a cool video to watch.
A lot of people were saying make reels, and I was like, well, okay, I'll see. And then I tried to make one, and it really did well throughout. Like, you know, looking at the insight of like your views and seeing everything, I was like, wow, it got 1,000 views, you know, so I was like, wow, that's actually pretty good, you know, so I was like, I should make another, but I just couldn't think of what to do, and I didn't want to copy. Like I'm saying, every person online has a certain thing they're always doing, and there's not too many ways to make it different, so that's why I'm trying to figure out still my own like way of making it worth it to where everyone's like excited to watch it, and it's not the same as you're seeing from every single other person. We
could definitely help you get some local music behind, right?
Oh yeah, you guys have Devin Smith.
Well, Grigs B is a customer.
Yeah, you could put some, because that's a way to make it your own. You know, put some local music behind it.
Junior just said he'll let you stitch his arm.
Oh no, do not.
Right, it's like Jackass.
My friend.
This is like Jackass.
No.
Yeah,
we can do it.
I gotta leave the room first.
That is Squeaks Chain Stitch on Instagram.
Okay, say that again.
Squeaks Chain Stitch.
All right, so Squeaks Chain Stitch.
He can do stuff on your guys' actual like
no.
jackets and stuff.
Oh, got it. Okay.
When you were saying it, I was like, hey, that's someone local that was. Really helpful to a lot of people because a lot of people want it, and they, they're gonna get it from someone else. It's gonna be expensive, so might as well get it from locals.
You're on the Ventura Tide Pod. Welcome to the show.
What the fuck is up?
Hey, how are you doing? How you doing? You getting high?
Hey, I'm chilling, man.
You getting high tonight?
No, I'm drinking.
Okay, we'll have a drink for you with you. Cheers.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah.
So how's everything going over there?
It's going fantastic. We have a guest on. His name is Rugs by Dubs. He makes custom rugs. If you go to our live stream, you can see what he made.
I have him on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
It's one of your fans.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let's do this.
Hey, prove it. Comment the penis emoji right now to Rugs.
Have you gotten a rug? Have you gotten a rug? Or...
Yeah, have you
gotten
the rug at all or no?
Oh, you are?
We put the link on Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah. So they just push the button and it goes to our YouTube. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, we're explaining our podcast.
You're good, bro.
Did he get a rug? Do you have a rug?
Hey, Taj.
Did I? No, I
didn't
get one yet.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, this is Taj.
Okay, I knew it.
Definitely get one if you want, man. I can hook you up. And I can try to do any design as long as it's not something super crazy.
Well,
like
Taj,
I've been saying.
Speaking of
just
too
get
crazy,
a rug that
Taj
says
wants aggressive gay sex on a rug. So is that too crazy?
Nah. You're tripping, bro.
Let's
What's
not.
wrong with that, Taj?
Let's
What's wrong with it?
No,
Is something wrong with it?
The fuck?
I think he's projecting, Taj.
Yeah, I'm
he's projecting.
Like Junior says, don't make me more gay.
No, I didn't never say that. Don't put words in your mouth that you can't swallow.
Man, everybody's calling me a liar. Yeah.
So what are you doing on this beautiful Friday evening?
Me?
Yes.
Drinking.
That's it?
Dude, it's raining tonight in Ventura, man. I mean, what do you do? How do you get the ladies when it's raining?
Well, I'm right here with George. We're hanging out, watching the show live.
That's how you get the ladies.
You guys are gonna... No, there's such a thing called the two-man game, the little pick and roll, right? You guys are gonna run a little pick and roll tonight?
All right, man, that's it. All right, I'm out.
Good Lord.
Okay, that's it.
See, you're chasing away our fans with your nonsense.
Hey, I'm sorry. I was joking about the rug. I was joking about the rug.
I'll smack him from across the table for you.
Oh, gnarly.
No. Look, but yeah, fucking out here drinking, fucking having a good time, man. Fucking, so it's a little fucked up. I can't still get sunny. I can't wait till summer. Google coffee.
Yep.
You can't wait till
Jordan
summer?
says Google.
Feel that. Feel that.
Yeah. What did he say?
He said Google communism.
Google communism.
Oh my.
All right, so communism is like a system, and socialism is like a government.
A stateless, classless society where we're production.
All right. Hey, if you could make one rug, what would it be? If you could make one rug, what would it be?
If you wanted one, what would it be, you think?
Yeah. Your
Just
wildest
like a small mat.
Say again?
Did you say? Say that again.
I could put it in front of my microphone.
Oh, microphone?
Like in front of my like in front of my microphone, but I don't know what it would be.
Oh, I feel what you're saying.
Cool.
Okay.
Like him.
Yeah.
No, like something like on the table or something, maybe. I think that's what he's saying, right?
Yeah.
Something.
Or like a microphone. Are you talking about a Yeah, are you talking about a microphone logo?
No, like just like a placemat that I can put in front of my
Rugs is
like
right.
Placement, yeah. I could do that.
Yeah, and then
I could probably do it for like 80, depending on like how crazy the art is. If it's not too crazy, man, like 80
There's a
for
price
sure.
quote. There's a price quote, ladies and gentlemen.
And I can make it almost like I don't know, almost 2 feet wide.
yeah, that's
Just
perfect.
like a foot tall.
I'm gonna get at you, bro, because I have you on Instagram. So I'm definitely gonna get at you.
Definitely let me know, man. I'm always working right now. Definitely because the holidays, I'm a little backed up, tiny bit, but I mean for sure I can squeeze you in on something if you definitely get me within the next like week or two. For sure, I can definitely try to like bang
Squeeze
something out
you
quick,
in,
just like I got
bruh.
for these guys here. I don't know if you've seen it on it, but
Yeah, you could see it on our live.
it's
If you
I
want to
got
see
these
what he
guys,
did for us.
a Ventura tripod, little rug. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, we're gonna treasure that thing.
Yeah, it definitely has to be after the holidays because I'm fucking,
No, all good, all good. It's the holidays are tight. The holidays are definitely tight.
Yeah.
I feel that. I definitely feel that, man.
For everybody.
Yeah, for everyone. Seriously,
All right.
it's like not a joke.
But if anybody wants a rug, reach out to him. Yeah, if anybody out there wants a rug. All right, you have a good evening.
Dude,
All right, you too, brother.
Thanks for calling.
Bye.
Thanks for calling.
Take
bro.
care.
Have a good night.
My boy.
You too.
Bye. All right. You want to go over some internet questions?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanna hear
these. Let's see. Oh, how long have you been in Ventura? That's actually a question I have.
Probably like 15 years now.
15 years? Okay.
Yeah. When I first moved here, it was Top Hat was still around. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah.
Top Hat?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was like
the bomb.
it was popping, and it was a really cool place. And
There was always
I
a
know.
line there, bro.
there was always, and then,
Always
dude,
a line around the rack.
the best thing I think about that was that place was every time you tipped, they would get like they would ring a bell.
Yeah.
They would get loud, and it just was like I don't know. It just caused like this like boom where it was like everyone felt like I got to do that now.
Yeah.
I got to tip.
Yeah.
I got to tip, and then you don't tip, and it still is just like it's not like a bad experience. Like you piece of shit,
Right.
kind of thing. But
Yeah.
it was still that just like I don't know. It was just like that vibe. It was a vibe that you cannot explain. That like
Yeah.
it was
I
a cool
think-
place to be.
I think the Top Hat is kind of like the marker of it's before and after.
Yeah.
As far as the era of Ventura.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because as soon as that left, that's when things started happening in
Yeah.
Ventura and more like the developmental
Yeah.
side, I guess.
Yeah.
No,
The new
real-
and the old.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
that's kind of a good way of looking at it.
And what else
Yeah.
do you have
It's a-
to say? What else? Do you
Well,
Yeah,
that,
fuck
dude,
that.
that alone, what he's talking
Yeah.
is really that's real,
Yeah.
real. Because
No,
no
real
joke, right
Ventura.
after Top Hat did go out, like it did seem like everything started to change a little bit downtown. They started to put the meters in, and then well, they actually had the meters in probably prior to that, but I mean, still, it was like they started to make a little shift in downtown, and then it turned out a little different than we all have seen it. And then, of course, with the riot, everything coming about, then now downtown is the way it is now with, no cars sprawling around, and it's all just open area for all these businesses. I mean, They love it for sure. I know because they get that extra space for their place, you know, which is cool.
Yeah,
like
you sell
some of the
rugs.
places.
You sell rugs in some of those spaces, right?
Yeah. I went to a couple of like little events that they've had down there, and it's pretty cool. Like, you know, just seeing the locals and like their different things that they have, like kind of to sell. Because I was gonna also say the Artist Brew. They're a thing on Instagram also that they have artists who are on there, like Devin Smith. Yeah, I think he actually has been on one of their things.
Yeah, we've had him on the show before. Devin Smith.
Yeah. Dude, really cool dude. Really cool dude. He actually got some
really cool.
custom work done for me, and it was just positive vibes.
Yeah.
It was
Positive
pretty cool.
Vibes clothing.
Yeah. Pretty cool. He had all that done, and Artist Brew really is like something that helps out the locals who are doing different things. Like, there's a girl who sells like just custom earrings that she makes herself. Like, she actually does all the epoxy and all the things and making like little designs inside it. And then there's another chick who sells like custom like candles that she makes. And you know, there's another girl who sells just purely like bread and like different things like that, like little treats. Like, she has little brownies and little like cookies and different things that she sells that she's like, I know at one event we went to, which it's always a hit or miss sometimes, but it's always a good event. But I mean, in the end, but there was one event we went to in Ojai, and it was a first time event that we all showed up to, and then in the end, not really many of us sold anything just because it was a first time event. So not very many people were like,
they didn't come with their cash.
Yeah. Not only that, like it just wasn't really announced too much. Like, you know, it wasn't like spread on the internet a bunch. Like, hey, come here, you know, by like a lot of people, and the place too was really random. I don't know if you guys have been to like where like Ojai Greens is.
Yeah,
that back area of Bryant Circle.
Yeah.
That area right there.
We went on a field trip there.
Yeah, that. Well, not really fully in that back circle area of Bryant, but like on your way down to the right, there's a little brewery right there.
Yes,
it's like Ojai.
Super cute.
Yeah, super random and small. That place, that's where they had it at, but they had it on a random, like, I want to say like Tuesday, or I'm not really exactly sure on the day or Wednesday maybe even, that was there. But that's what I'm saying. It was such a random day, and for where we were at in Ojai, so it was just like, oh man, like no one's gonna really come down here, you know, kind of thing. So it was like, oh man. But in the end, like, just a few vendors that were there, it was cool to have them all, like, you know, come out and see like the different, like, you know, things. And that's when I kind of got a gist of like, okay, this is how it is. And you know, sometimes you don't always get a great, you know, showing when you go to places like, you know, some like the six when Devin was there that day. I happened to sell a good amount of stuff, and I really wasn't kind of expecting that. I put a bunch of stuff out, kind of thinking, okay, let's hope I sell something, like, you know. And in the end, I actually made a good amount of sales, and so I was like, wow, like, you know, like, and then got some custom work from Devin. So it was like, man, like, in the end,
a good day.
It was a good day, you know. So I was expecting every event to almost be the same exact way, but it just doesn't work out like that, and that always is like a bummer to me sometimes, because I'm always in my head, oh, this one's gonna be good, because the area's good, but then you get there and it's like, oh. Like,
could you do like a large carpet like that size with like a material, like if I wanted to get one for like the entryway of the pawn shop?
Yeah,
like that gets walked on every day without getting like full on trash.
Are you talking this style like where people can scrub their feet kind of thing on it?
Well, not necessarily, but they might be. I mean, you know, it would be like, I would love for people to walk through the door and like see a big rug like that with like the pawnbroker balls on it. I don't know if you've ever seen.
No, yeah.
With like our name, you know, or something like that. I would love to see something. That would be so cool. But I would hate to see it just get trashed. Like, could it be that durable to be right there when people walk in?
It would, but a great way of knowing for me is I gifted 2 rugs. Well, I gifted 1 rug, but one of them got a custom rug at the local skate shop here in Ventura. It's called Black Hole Skate Shop.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
Here,
interesting.
Let me switch cameras. All right, go ahead.
If you can see it.
Black hole.
But yeah, these guys, awesome skate shop.
Yeah.
They
Angel.
Crazy story about that too. Also weird about it. I was working on a rug already. I was working on a black hole rug, and it was just what I was doing. I was making it, and then all of a sudden he hits me up and he's like, "Hey man, I have a skate shop opening up soon, and I really want to get a rug, custom rug made." I'm like, "Yeah, for sure." And then he's like, "I'm gonna send you over the art and everything." As I'm still making the black hole, he sends me the name, and then it ends up being Black Hole, and I'm like, "What the?"
That's weird.
And it was like the weirdest. I don't know. Like I was like tripping out really hard on that. I was like, "Whoa!"
Because I'm wondering if like I could Scotch guard it or like because I don't know what the material is, but I would love to get something like that. So he I wonder how much traffic walks
They have 2 rugs right there. That's why
there's another example.
with that black hole that I made. It's right there in front of where the boards are, so everyone literally steps on it all the time.
So we can make it like darker colors, so that it could last
longer.
So could I Scotch guard it to make it last longer, or would that not even help, or how would that work?
I've never really actually used that on it, but I would not doubt it would help. It would help it in some way.
Yeah. This is cool.
The punch off would be a good test.
Well,
most people
test when you're ready, like when you have because there's no pressure for me. I would love something like the size of that TV or like the size of that canvas over there. Like a big entryway rug.
He's like, first customer, buddy.
No. Okay. On my page.
Come on,
I'm not jipping and saying anything different. In my page, a 3 foot by 3 foot goes for $200 and a little.
Oh, I'm not worried.
Change.
Yeah,
so,
no, that's fine.
To
you
add
charge
a little bit more. It might be a little bit in the 80, 60, but
it's a worthy investment. I'm fine with it. Well, I don't even care what the price is.
What kind of design are you going to get?
I want the pawnbroker balls.
The pawn shop.
It would say pawn shop.
I want the pawnbroker balls and then like pawn shop a Ventura underneath or above or however, whatever. Just simple. But like dark colors like that would look good.
Green?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the green, like a dark green. Mm-hmm.
No,
green, bro, green.
Like a Kelly green.
Like a dollar bill green.
Maybe some yellowish. The balls would have to be like a yellow or like a golden color.
Yeah, like gold.
Yeah, gold.
Yeah, at the skate shop, those have been stepped on so many times, and the color faded a little bit.
Sure.
So like you're saying, darker colors are better because those were lighter, bright colors. It was yellow for the whole outer rim of it, and now that I've been there, the very edges seem like the part that like actually sticks out more in the color. Everywhere else has been stepped on so many times.
Yeah.
Like the color is semi faded from it. Like,
I feel like the balls have to be like a golden color. There's like no. I mean, they could, I guess, essentially
golden
be
balls.
like a gray, like a silvery gray, like that. But I don't think they'd look as good. I think that they would. They have to be golden.
Yeah.
We should sell any of your rugs. We should sell them at the shop.
A live show.
That would be awesome. If you can.
I would love to.
Yeah. I told him the same for the show.
Yeah.
You can put a price tag on these, and if anybody watching the show wants to buy it, we'll let you know.
I just feel it's cool because I mean, you guys have so many different artists that come through here and different things. So I was just like, that'd be cool if like each artist leaves something of theirs. Or like something like
That's kind of what it's morphed into a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, I know it's different because everyone's different. Not everyone like has money and everything too at the same time. So I mean, but it always helps out when you give back. Kind of because I mean, it's always a pleasure to.
I mean,
it's a community.
In good.
Yeah, I don't feel like you have.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to, but I mean, artists out there, but like we really appreciate these. I mean, yeah.
Not everyone has to give a gift. You know what I'm saying?
That Ventura
Sorry,
type
guys.
of,
Not everyone has to give a gift. Just it's just you being here is a gift. You being here is a gift. But I mean, at the same time, hey, if you can give back too, it always helps out. Cause,
and you're good.
And
then it always will be better in the end for everyone.
Yeah, and it'll be
dreams will come true.
And just in case you're wondering about marketing, this is my wife's office, so you'll also get advertising on all her Zoom meetings.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing about that. After this is over,
you should make a rug with the
gone. Break it down. Everyone, this place has to look professional. Get the weed smell. Every Monday she's like,
"It's the craziest thing."
My office sure did smell like weed.
But she's super.
Hey, you should make a. It's all music symbols.
The actual notes, the music notes.
Yeah, the music notes and everything, and hang them up here. Everybody be like, does music.
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
Because you have artists.
Good idea.
You have a lot of artists on here.
Yeah,
I feel that.
That's what they'll be like, oh, music symbol. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or even like something that every artist kind of knows that's not too like you're saying with like it's not something
like
that
a microphone.
you can get trademarked about. Like, hey, you guys can't have that in the background because
should do like a cannabis leaf surrounded by music notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
there we go.
There it is.
That's a rug.
More
That's
ideas.
definitely a rug.
What's the craziest?
That is definitely a rug.
What's the craziest idea that like somebody at the swap meet or whatever was like? Can you make a rug of? Besides aggressive gay
I love
sex
this question.
that Taj wanted.
You're so bad.
Pretty much, that's what I'm saying. Everyone's been able to give me somewhat something I can do. The only thing that people have given me that is like something I cannot is their pets sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
As much as I say I can do pets, the only thing I'm doing is going off of their type of dog. So they tell me, oh, I have a German Shepherd, and their color of their dog I see in the photos. I'm like, okay, that's this color, is this color, okay. Look up German Shepherds and then try to go off a photo that they have online to kind of get a gist of what I can make. And then in the end, when I show them the photo, they're just kind of like, oh yeah, never mind. Like, you know, and it's like, okay, like it's.
But has anybody ever asked you? Has anybody ever asked you to do something and you're like, that's fucking weird, but okay.
Water. No water.
No, because I'm willing to take on a challenge, really, of something. That's why I've been wanting a challenge of something different. That's kind of out of my range of what I can do. So I've kind of.
How about can you do like a whale like breaching out of the water with like water splashing?
Yeah, as long see, I can do it as long as it's something
like,
that you would want that's not too cartoonish.
Okay.
Because
well, I was just you were
some
like
people
talking
want a
about
really
being challenged. I was
whale.
like challenging.
Yeah.
Because that sounds challenging, and you were just like, yeah, no problem.
No.
Here's an internet question from Jay Buffinson. It says, speaking of durability, that's my part. It says, have you ever fucked a girl on one of your rugs?
No.
All
Sadly.
right. So, ladies.
Well, I haven't made.
You want to be the first?
Yeah.
All crazy.
No, can you imagine
I have my girlfriend.
rug that small?
Sorry,
my girlfriend and kids. Sorry, guys.
If your girlfriend's watching.
You know what would be cool in honor of the volcano? Do like a volcano with like lava coming down.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like you're saying stuff that I haven't seen yet, which is cool because that's kind of like what you want to hear or like have is something different, random that you don't exactly see. Because, like I said, there's a lot of people online. You look, they have the same things, like they'll have the same different like. Everyone has this, everyone has that, everyone has this certain image, you know, it's like, okay, that's cool and all.
You know what else would be cool is if you did like the Channel Islands, like something in like the shape of one of the islands, or even like the arch or something like that would be. Because I'm just like thinking of like Ventura stuff, like that represents us. That's Ventura, you know.
That's why this I kind of went a little.
Yeah, that's cool.
Out of the
box.
Fantastic. Yes. The only thing that kind of gave me the idea first was I made one of that, but I put it with Ojai, and I put the actual like little when you're going into downtown Ojai,
Instagram.
There's the actual tower right there, like right where the post office is, and I was just like, you know what, I should mimic that on here, and then I just did it onto it, and it became like a really quick sale. So I was like, all right, cool. So I don't know, it was awesome because I really didn't think I'd be having it that. I thought I'd have it for a long time, kind of like this one.
Yeah.
But it ended up just going quick, and then boom, I was like, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's why I made this. So it's like
because it represents that kind of stuff is gonna.
It's just different, and then it's custom. It's not exactly something you see every day because everyone always, like I'm saying, you see the same things, and you're just like, well, that's awesome. Like the actual, I thought was really cool. The Ventura, the Ventura symbol where it's like you flip it either way, you can see it.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, that's a pretty cool symbol. I mean, I don't know the artist. I know it's probably someone who's local in Ventura, obviously, who made it, I'm hoping. But I was just like, what, that's pretty cool. So I made it into a rug, and I was like, how can I make it different? So I made one that's camo just to, make it just different. And I was like, man, but here's the part that sucks is when you're cutting the rug in the end, like just trimming it, just to make it like, give it its little bit. I ended up digging into it too much, so I ended up kind of like taking out so much thread, and the way the glue is on the back, once the glue's on and it's on, there's no way to like refill that area or try to like fix it.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things I just kind of had to take a loss, but I was like, man, like just the way it looked and everything was really sick. But then in the end, I was just like, man, like I don't want to have them get mad or anything about it, because I'm making a Ventura, rug.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Visit Ventura, I think is the name of the page.
Right.
They reposted and were like showing my stuff on there, and I was like, what? No way. That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
That is cool.
I really didn't think that they would be cool on that. I thought they would be kind of weird.
Like, this is our image.
Yeah, because they have it all in that little space in that right where the Masonic building is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
totally.
They have that like
The
banner.
the visitor
And they're
center.
cool. They're cool with it, huh?
The visitor center.
Yeah.
So they were really
Yeah,
cool
that's cool.
with it. I thought, well, at least the person who's running the page. I don't know if that person's the same person who's working there, but I was really hyped at least that someone posted it, because I was like, wow, that's cool, because I really wasn't too sure
That is cool.
about it.
Yeah.
They it was probably their social media person probably thought that like they made it.
I'd love to get a rug of like the phoenix like rising out of a fire, like.
See, those are
Dude,
challenging.
Jennifer's
I like it.
gonna be like your best customer.
No, I like that you're giving me ideas that are like out of the box, because I keep saying it over, but then I feel like,
But
it's different.
Here's a question:
That's what you
what
want.
is the best rug you ever made? Like, what do you feel like at this point in your career? That's the one that you're the most proud of.
The black hole one I made, but it's the
Yeah.
actual the yellow one, not the actual like black hole itself. The black hole itself too. I mean, just because of the story of
It's
it,
the
which
optical
was
illusion one.
yeah, the
You
one
gotta
where it's
see
actually
this
falling
rug.
in.
Yeah, it looks like It looks like there's a hole there.
That's cool.
But
I gotta check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, I looked you up on Instagram, and I think I followed you, but I didn't have much of a chance to scroll through yet.
no, yeah, I always try to tell people my. This is another bad thing about the swap meet. At the moment, people will be like, "Oh, here, I'd like this. Is how much?" And it's like, and they want a low price. I know that because they're at the swap meet. They're just trying to get a bargain. I know,
Right.
but at the same time, I have to put that effort in, like the glue, the tape.
No, I mean you don't have to justify your high prices to us.
No, it's not.
I mean,
No,
you're saying
I'm not
it's a lot of
justifying
work.
prices.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, and
Yeah.
sometimes people don't understand the art part of it, and then it turns into this like thing where they, I'll give you $60. It's like $60? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's like, come on now, like I'm making something that you're not gonna find anywhere, But
So,
I mean,
so what's the one though? What's the one you're?
that's what the black hole.
The black hole.
The black hole at the one that's yellow.
I could see. Yeah, I could see people getting like kind of annoying. Like, can you make? Like they think like you're not like
Everyone
they're
wants their
serving.
logo,
Well,
but
could you
yeah.
have like a policy where you say like all custom orders will take 24 hours to quote or something?
Yeah,
I
totally
mean,
good.
I could get a website and everything, but I
Junior's
just
back.
don't
That's
have,
really cool.
I just don't have really the time to.
Well, thank
get it
you.
all
What is
going.
this?
Do you want to split this?
Oh, I don't drink this.
I have a
No.
a Red Bull. My bad.
All right.
That's awesome. What you guys said.
We're gonna
This
take
is
a
really cool.
Yeah, we're gonna take
Yeah,
a
this
quick
one I'm most
break.
proud of because it just took a little bit, and then it ended up going to a good home because the skate shop is pretty much where it's been at, and it's been stepped on by hundreds
Yeah.
of like definitely pros.
Yeah, and
In
skaters,
this
they don't have
town.
the cleanest shoes. We all know that about skaters. They don't have the cleanest shoes, so that's a good test of the rug.
Every person who skates in this town is pro. Just so you know that.
This is we're gonna play a song, take a quick break, and then roll some joints, and then we'll be back.
Crazy.
All right. So this is Grigs B. This is an unreleased song emailed to me today.
Here we go.
Grigs B featuring Mo and Sean.
Break it down.
All right. I couldn't read the rest of it. Sorry if there's more to that, Sean. All right. All right, dude. This rain is sounding awesome.
I love it.
Right.
It almost sounds like magnified, I guess, when you put the headphones on. Is that because of the microphones? Or? Yeah.
Yeah, it's trippy.
Who wants a bong load?
That's why I called timeout.
I have.
That's good with that. Yeah.
I have Kush milk,
Oh shit, Jennifer coming in deep.
antibiotics.
That's one thing I like about this song. I heard it on my ride home. I was bumping it in my car, and this is a great stoner song.
CVX makes really good stuff.
Just random promotion. Yay. All right.
Man, I gotta throw it everyone, man, because it's all love between everyone, you know.
What else do you do
everyone has their things
the
going
rugs,
on,
bro?
You know, you have the pawn shop going on.
Save that.
You guys have
that question.
You should do like alcohol.
I've done a Jameson. The only thing that was bad about it was it was in the very beginning, and
Everything.
the red part of the Jameson. It says like Jameson. I forget what it says, but it says something Sun Limited Jameson, whatever, in the center. It was such small lettering. So that's another thing too. Lettering, like some people want like words too small that I just cannot fit onto a rug. Like some people want something that's just like really tight, and that's like I can't do it. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
That mushroom one you did though has a lot of very thin lines. You know, like at the stem.
Makes it different.
So
makes it different from like other ones.
You sold that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sold all the mushroom ones. That's one. A lot of
that go
cats,
first, right?
mushrooms, a lot of things like that. Kind of like how this song feels like when you're all out.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like this song, Grigs B.
Yeah, what else do you do besides
Oh, the interview's starting again. Okay.
besides rugs and all that? You know, I know you do something else, but hey, I don't know. You know,
I do skateboard, yes. And this town needs a skate park, but
let the people know.
we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me do this first.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna take a bong.
Oh, let's get back to the music then while we do a little bong rip. This is Grigs B. Once again.
Hey, Cooley, where you at? Sage is burning. I'm still learning all day. Not so demanding. Open up your eyes and you will see.
What color shirt do you want?
Blue.
Blue? Like this? Blue, dark blue like this? Alright.
Dude, you guys' shirts kill it.
Oh, really?
The guy who made that. Awesome. Awesome.
I wanna hate it.
He's making them, and my cousin's doing it.
Dude,
Like what I was making nigga constant now.
Randall does the painting.
Did you wear your shirt?
No, I was going to, but I didn't even think to wear something like that under. Because I was thinking to myself, I'm not going to take this off. So I'm stupid.
yeah.
Oh.
Like, why would I?
No, yeah.
But I have like a hoodie, something like that I could have worn underneath.
And stay
Well,
warm.
speaking of shirts, ladies and gentlemen, we are taking orders. We sold 2 of them today, which I was like, oh shit, people
Sweet.
want these things. But here's an
that's
example.
what's up.
This is a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's cool. I like
It
it.
says Ventura Tide Pod with our logo on it.
Dude, the blue one is epic.
The tie-dye.
Yo, dude.
The tie-dye
The
is
blues
I had to, you know, we were at Skating Plus.
Junior, I made Junior give it to El Dirty Sucio.
Yeah, because he goes, no, take Junior's because
Yeah,
Junior
yeah.
fit.
Well, he tried mine on. We were in Skating Plus with our shirts off, and he tried mine on. You know, he was too big. I'm too small. It was like tight on him, you know. So then I was like, Junior, you gonna give him yours?
Oh, no.
I can't
Yeah.
finish that.
Jennifer, your shirt was popular. Everybody wanted that one.
Bro.
Why? It looks just like yours.
Whoa.
I don't know. It's like more vibrant, the orange or something.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, because it looks like really coppery, kind of like yours does. Is yours
Yeah,
like
yeah.
coppery or is that purpley? I can't tell from here. The lighting
It's pinky.
is pinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the color. I thought you did that because it's kind of like a goldish color. I was like, oh, it's like a pawn shop color.
Oh, hey.
Junior.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh, did you just have that? Oh, you guys shared that?
No,
He's dying over here.
Oh, you guys. Okay.
didn't do it.
Did you get you didn't get one?
he's ready for
Where
one.
did it go? I passed it to you. I didn't even see where it
Dude,
went
I'm so
after.
high I don't
He
remember
gave it
what
to me.
happened. Yeah.
Oh, he handed it to you.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to make sure everyone gets what
We
they
have
want.
another internet question. It says, "Are your rugs good for fucking on?" This could see the maturity
Who
of
is asking these
the
ridiculous
maturity
questions?
of the Ventura. They all want to know about. They hear rugs and they think fucking.
Well, I mean,
Do it on your
That's why if
bed.
it's
Why
big
are you
enough to
trying to do
be
it on the
made,
floor on a
it's
fucking
possible,
rug?
but I haven't.
Can
Your
I
woman
make a?
deserves better than that.
I haven't had anything big enough made. That's why. So
Can
for
I
the
make
moment,
a commercial for your rugs
don't.
real quick? So hey, listen, people. Okay, obviously rugs and fucking go together for you, but are you fucking on your rug or are you doing it in Airbnb? Because if you think rugs and fucking, that means other patrons of the Airbnb also had the same thought. And that's
I
disgusting.
never want to think about that when I stay at
So-
places, whether it's an Airbnb or a hotel.
So
That's no, we don't even need to.
So that being said, you should get a custom rug by Rugs by Dubs, because that way you know it's your rug. You know you're the one fucking on it.
Okay,
If anything,
no
you know?
way.
Yeah.
No, I will make you anything. Like I said to everyone, as long as it's not too crazy.
Just don't get white.
design.
I mean, if you want to fuck on it, I wouldn't get white. I would probably get a darker color.
I feel like these questions have been planted.
A good question would be don't.
You would think
what,
so.
What color not
Because you
to
think
get?
that's my level of humor.
That'd be a good one. What color not
I'm
to
like,
get?
you really wanted to initiate this conversation.
Why would I ask the same question two different ways if it was planted?
Because you
These are
wanted
the
to have
people.
this continued. You wanted to have this continued
I really
conversation about fucking on rugs.
I did not. I'm not even going to ask you the last. It really was.
Is it? Or was it like masturbating on rugs? Or what's this one like whacking off on rugs?
I'll save it for the end of the show.
Oh, okay. The suspense. I can't wait.
I was like, we got another one that's different. And I looked at it and I was like, no.
No, it's
also about fucking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Damn.
See, that's why
I'm sorry.
He's
I have to.
he's
This is probably because of
Ladies
his
and gentlemen, he's
posts about boofing.
You know what boofing is?
You know, it attracts like a certain audience, and I keep telling him, like, you know, what kind of audience are you trying to attract? And he continues to post these memes of people pooping, and, you know, just whatever it is. And so these are the questions that we get. I apologize. I have to apologize.
The people
You're
though
100%
that are
good.
sending the fucking questions in, I bet they like those poop emojis.
Oh, I know. People
Whatever I'm
love that
sending.
stuff. It's a crowd pleaser
Yeah.
for
My
certain
favorite,
crowds.
like if on our social media, my favorite is what Junior puts. You know, when you put something like you're ranting or whatever, yeah, or like you're like, hey, am I right?
Yeah, Junior's just Junior.
Get your
That's why we
kids
love
when your
Junior.
kids are on your stuff.
Funny.
Yeah, you got to do more of that. That's what I want. And hey,
Yeah, when I do that, because I want to know
You're
what
being
they
real.
think. Yeah, I don't want to be around the bush like, oh, I gotta hide or something. I must say it like I see it. I know it's gonna affect people or tell me something. I'm not trying to offend nobody.
And we know you see a lot. You are the eyes and ears of Ventura for sure.
When I'm not in
That is true.
security,
You're everywhere. You're literally everywhere,
Everywhere, everywhere.
which is a good thing. Because you're seen by a lot of people, which is good too.
Like, whoa, like too much, too much.
Well, no, I mean it's
No.
cool because everyone knows you. Which
Yeah.
is cool. Everyone knows you're a cool guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
You know, it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, there's that fucking guy he's weirdo. Like, it's like
You're like,
you're known by so
Yeah.
many people. It's like,
you bring
Dude.
positivity.
You're everyone's
You know?
brother
Yes,
from another
passive.
mother.
yes,
Straight up.
I treat them with respect, like they need it. That's why.
oh yeah,
I
which is
don't
cool.
treat-
It's a
nah.
good trait.
Yeah.
And then, other people are like, damn, so many people. I want to be around you because so many people. Like, oh, I'm sorry because I have respect for people and they know me and they know who I am. But even if I had $1, my last $1, I would give it to somebody that needed it. Hey, that's your Junior. Just keep it up.
Yeah.
I would
I
just-
agree 100%. You're very positive and giving.
Yeah, I don't expect nothing back, in return or anything.
Which is
You want to give me a hug? Hey, yeah, go ahead. Have a nice day. Yeah. All positivity.
And you guys can hear it on the podcast, you can't see it, but he's wearing a security jacket, which is awesome.
Yeah, for the audio
Love it.
listeners.
Yeah.
He looks like we should avoid him.
Yeah.
We usually when I see that security jacket, I'm like, just stay away from that person.
He's gonna try to take our joints away.
Yeah, he's gonna do something.
Weed.
Yeah.
Those funny internet videos where they're smoking with the person. It's like, oh my gosh, like I don't know, super
Dude.
classic. It's like, oh my, is that the security? Is he smoking? Like, what?
The security is.
Yeah.
Like, who does that remind you of? What security guard would smoke with you?
Yeah.
You know?
Speaking of security, I noticed that the security at Skating Plus, he was carrying like firearms.
Yep.
I was, yeah.
He was carrying like a Glock.
I was shocked.
We went in the
Yo.
restroom. He came right behind us, and then we came out. And he's
Yes. He was packing heat.
Was it because there was like a lively?
He
crowd
wasn't,
gonna show
it was
up?
like, he looked like private security. I don't know, but he looked like he was 20 years old.
Uh-oh.
And I saw that he was packing heat when you guys were getting your skates. I was like, they feel like they need a security guard here that packs heat. Like, what the fuck goes down here?
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, like,
Is it that lively?
so now I'm like looking at the crowd a little differently. Like, what is
Who's
there
gonna
something that
stab
they
who?
know that I don't know?
Yeah,
Like,
who's
what's
gonna
happening?
beat
Is
us?
this,
Who was playing that?
it was just adult night. It was
Yeah.
adult skate
Jay
night.
Legacy,
Dude,
Hoagie Bum
do
Nasty,
fights
Jay
pop
Legacy,
off all the time,
Josie.
maybe?
Not that I'm aware of, but that was one of my first times.
Gee.
That was one of my first times at a skate night. I apologize, people.
man.
I apologize.
That is awesome.
I'm a mess.
Oh, these boys.
That last longer
They're
it
These
did me in. I don't even know
boys.
what's happening now.
No, it did the same to me. I
Jesus.
don't know if you guys heard it. That was-
Hey, I'm happy that it came out the front, not the back.
oh my god.
Wow, Junior. That's vulgar. I can't do this podcast anymore. Junior just crossed
Junior.
the line.
Oh, is that the line?
yeah,
That's the line. That's where the line was, huh? Is that where the line was? I'm shocked.
Let's get Junior. Over the head.
Oh my gosh.
Jennifer, we have a question for you, Jennifer.
No.
It's not about boofing.
Okay.
It's do you have any crazy pawn shop stories to share?
We always
Yeah.
have crazy pawn shop stories. So,
Yeah.
okay, I have one that happened today. So, we had a guy come in, and it was towards the end, and he was walking around, and afterwards we looked at the video because I was busy in the office, and I sort of was adding some numbers at the time, so my head was down, and I wasn't really watching. The video happened to be not, and I was just in my zone for a second, and anyways, this guy comes in, he's walking around, and
Was he gonna steal something?
he full on did. He full on tried to steal a camera. He just happened to get lucky and got his hands on a camera, which is funny to me because there's no battery or charger or anything with the camera. It's
Yeah,
just the
he's just
camera.
trying-
But he got the camera, and then as he
aren't
was
the things
trying to
behind the glass, though?
put it, but this one happened to be not. It was an opportunistic thing. It wasn't, but he was about to go like this and put it under his shirt when one of my wonderful employees saw him and actually kind of had already thought he saw him reaching over the counter to get the camera. And then went around to kind of confirm what he was seeing because he wanted to see it from a better angle. And at that point, the guy was like going like this. And so from across the store, he was like, hey, put that back, and immediately like comes out from behind the counter, and he was like, put it, and the guy like took the camera and put it on the counter there, and he's like, get out, and walked him out, and his car was parked right in front of the shop, and there was a woman in the car that was just like sitting back, and just like she was asleep. I don't know if she was sleeping,
Yeah.
but her seat was like reclined in the
He
passenger.
didn't even plan on stealing it. Maybe he just saw an opportunity.
It's possible, but no. Okay, so we go to look at the video because once one of my other employees realized who it was, he was like, that guy was in here for a long time. So we were like, oh God. So at that point we wanted to look at the video. So we watched all the video. Well, at one point he got into the corner where our tools are, and our case is there where we have all of our knives. And
See, that's what I figured to be stolen.
no, well, it has a lock on it and everything, and luckily there was no. I mean, all the cases have a lock on it, but a lock on them. But you could see him at one point because the way that case is angled, you can't. It's in the back corner and stuff. So you see him in that video from that camera angle reach over and try to get into the case with the fucking knives. Psycho. So luckily he couldn't get in, but who knows what the hell and then we looked at the video and the whole time he looked like he had behaviors of somebody who was under the influence of something. He was like touching everything. He was like looking at everything. He was like in the cases, like just, I mean.
Probably super wide-eyed.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And
guess that drug.
Oh, you should have seen too,
I'm serious.
you should have seen too, so when he realizes that this opportunity for this camera is there, his body language, like he looked like he wanted to do cartwheels, like in the store. He you could like see him kind of get excited, but then there was like people kind of still in the vicinity, like watching that could like see what was happening. So he wasn't gonna like make his move, but you could like totally see how his body language changed. And I was like, oh my gosh, he looks like he wants to do like cartwheels down the aisle. Look how excited he is.
Downtown zombies.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, it was crazy. So anyways, he ended up not obviously stealing anything, but
I'm just trying to imagine what a man looks like that wants to do cartwheels.
Oh, so he was really clean cut, white guy, really clean cut. He looked like he was probably in his like late 20s, early 30s, maybe. He looked like he was healthy. Like he didn't look strung out. Like he wasn't all. I mean, he had. He wasn't like overweight.
He was just looking for an opportunity.
I guess so. Yeah. If you would see him in like we weren't paying much attention because his appearance was like quote unquote normal. Once we went back and watched the video, we could see that some of his behaviors, but it just so happened that everybody was kind of busy at that time.
For sure.
So they were helping other customers. So, so that happened today. Anyways, I mean,
what do you have to say to
I have
people?
so many stories. I've been there for 16 and a half years.
Yeah. What do you have to say to people that are thinking about stealing from the pawn shop?
I mean, don't do it. Don't do it to anybody. Honestly, I mean, we're a small business, and we lose money. It's if you need something, we're there to help you. Like, you don't need to steal from small businesses. You don't need to be stealing from anybody. If you have a drug problem, get help. Like, I don't know what else to say, but I think stealing is, one of the lowest forms of shit behavior. Mm-hmm. And I don't want them in my store at all. Don't come back, for sure.
No. It's a very compassionate way to talk to them.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. Well,
no, man, like she's saying, they come in strong.
You could hire,
it turns into a
junior. Junior or
security might
be. Yeah, I think a lot of retail business know that private security.
This ain't that old show. What was it? On I forget the name of that pawn shop show. It was all crazy in Detroit.
Oh yeah, hardcore pawn.
Yeah.
It's
not like that where they need a security guard. Where it's like, yo, these people are literally fighting for things and like,
Do you watch that show? Or is that too close to your work?
I have. Yeah. No, I have. I don't watch it on a regular basis, but it's funny you say that because just today, one of my employees, he came into the office and he's like, people like talk about the pawn shop and this and that, but at least like we don't have this kind of a work environment. And he shows me this video of these two women in McDonald's, employees beating the shit out of each other. Shit out of each other.
Literally on the way here, I seen the video.
You saw that video? So he showed me that video today. And I was like, the whole time I'm watching, I was just like, oh my God, like we don't, and he's like, they were all talking about all the, out front about, well, at least we don't have this kind of environment,
There's a dude even in the window, and he's like, yo, like, I just want my food, and they're just like, right in front of the window, and it's like, yo, like,
and the guy in the drive-thru is just like leaning on his car, like watching.
It's a funny video.
But the girl
going on.
Yeah, there is.
I gotta check this out.
But at one point, the girl like they get broken apart, and then the fucking psycho comes out, and the girl has her back to her, and I think was eating an ice cream or something.
I think she was trying to make a video. It looks like in the video she was trying to make a video. She was probably gonna whip out her thing and say, all right, fuck this job. Like, no, but the girl comes and hits her from
behind and gets her right in the side of the face and shit, and then they end up on the ground.
You guys are saying so many things.
I don't like to watch people fighting. It makes me cringe.
There's so much happening. Like, the guy's just like, whoa, something's happening, and then all of a sudden it instantly turns into a fight, and then it's just like, whoa, what the... And then by the end... you could see that it's just like
It's crazy. They're on the ground. They lose their wigs.
See-
At one point, she picks up their wig. She's like, "Here's your wig, bitch!" And she like throws it. Oh my gosh! And then I think the guy's daughter
Sounds
was
like this wasn't
watching,
in a
and
good
like
neighborhood.
at one point he pans to his daughter, and he's like, "Are you seeing this?" And she's like, "Yeah." She's just like, "These bitches are crazy."
That don't fucking rain.
Yeah, no, it was a lot. But we
All
don't
right.
have that
If we had-
environment.
Speaking of, if you want to be on the show every Tuesday and Friday and produce this, we would get somebody that would actually put that video up.
Oh, like while we're talking
doing
about
the
it?
podcast.
yeah.
That's sophistication.
So, hey, if you want to join the Tide Pod team and produce it, because
But I mean,
I'm like so
even
fucking
that
high
video,
right now,
though,
there's no way I could do
that
it.
video
I know
though,
I know how
too,
to do it. I
that
just-
video though too is pretty long. So
It
that's why
is.
it's
All
like
right,
one of
it'd
those
take
things
up
where
a
it
whole
would take
show.
up a whole
It would. It would
Well,
take up like
Everybody go to Snoop Dogg's. Go to Snoop Dogg's Instagram.
It's like a
Check it
6-minute
out.
video
Oh
or
my
so.
God,
It's like
I
a
can't wait to
saying.
watch it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a long.
yeah, it's like a 5 or 6
All right.
minute. I mean, it goes on, but anyways, yeah.
Definitely
So
good.
our work
All right.
environment is not like that. We don't have
Okay.
things like that. happening
Hardcore
in the
pawn
pawn
shop.
shop.
Hardcore Pawn was a good show,
Ventura
though.
pawn shop.
I really liked that show as much as it was like dramatic and probably set up, like scripted in some form or way, but most of it was probably real. Definitely real for
Well,
sure.
yeah, it's like our shop, like I'm sure if you put up a camera the whole time that we were open, you could find enough footage in there over a period of a couple of days to film like a half an hour's worth of a show. Like I'm sure you could.
Even
So I'm
like
sure
you just
that's
said,
probably
that
yeah, exactly.
Junior.
Yeah.
Maybe
Exactly.
that's our
Right
new
there,
job. was
Exactly.
we
So
start a
I'm sure
reality
that's
show
it's
on
similar to that.
YouTube
Yeah,
of the pawn
they're
shop.
probably like filming over a couple days, and they take the footage that's
the craziest out of
yeah,
the week. And like,
yeah. It's
Of
real.
course.
It is
Of
real
course.
life. It's
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
what's happening in a pawn shop is real life.
That was always my experience with pawn shops, just because I lived in San Francisco. Like, if you go in a pawn shop in San Francisco, it's like there's crazy people in there.
It's just real life.
know.
It's
it's
like
a gnarly experience going
Yeah.
in. Like,
Yeah, the pawn
whoa.
shop of Ventura, just so everyone knows, is like
The-
not
that's
like that
like
at
your
all.
guys' is cool.
It's
There's a
so
lot of
friendly,
places.
kid
Whoa.
friendly. I bring my kids there.
we
so
have toys.
Trust me, if there's people fighting over wigs and whatever they're talking about, I wouldn't bring my kids there.
No, we don't have
So,
that kind
but
of.
this pawn shop,
It was
they're
talking
very
work
nice to my
environments.
children.
We're
They
high
let-
class.
They let my kids play the slot machine.
Yeah. We have free tokens for our Pachenko. We have little toys for kids
They have
we
a
give
giant
out.
giraffe.
We have
Do you still have the
stickers.
giant giraffe?
We have the bronze
Yeah.
giraffe. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it is.
We got the
I
whole
almost want
9
to say you guys
yards.
still have the only VX 1000 or 2100 even that's being sold. It's kind of an old school camera that was for skateboarding, and I think you guys still have one in your
We
guys'
may.
place.
We may.
Oh.
I've seen it.
We get good
Don't
shit.
I've seen it on the thing, so I'm like, man.
Don't tell them. Everyone's gonna rush to buy it.
No. It's so old at this point. They don't even make the mini DV tapes. The company actually stopped making them.
Oh, right.
So
Mhm. Yeah,
the
we get a
tapes
lot of stuff
themselves
like
are
that.
just extinct. So
Yeah.
everyone online is selling them for more than what they should be
Right.
because they're like, you know what? Hey, since you have the camera,
It's like
and you
film.
need
You
that,
need these.
so
Yeah.
I got it, and it's
Yeah.
kind of gold to you. So it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh man, that's why it kind of sucks online. You're like, oh, I want some tapes, and you look online, the prices, you're like, oof, never mind. And then who knows if shipping, it's been flown around, and then you get it, and you're like, all right, hell yeah,
Yeah, it's
the
all
tape
gone through
looks normal.
20 X-rays.
Nothing is wrong with the tape, but
Yeah.
you put it in
Yeah.
your camera, and instantly you watch the footage back. It's just, you're like,
It's not reliable
what
to
is
shoot film.
What
Yeah.
happened? Like,
Yeah, because I had this full frame camera, and it had the 400 film, so you can only put 12 pictures in the camera at a time. Like one of those old
oh, the older ones, yeah.
full frame ones. And it was I took 12 pictures, got it developed, and all of them were overexposed.
That sucks.
But it's you don't know. It's
Yeah,
the
you
film
don't
is
you
so
don't
fucking
know.
old,
Right.
Right? Because it was it was expired film,
That too,
which
yeah.
is rare. People want it. People are actually in the market paying more for expired film
Right.
because they have these weird color patterns. But
That's
in
cool.
this case, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the film was too sensitive or something.
Well, yeah. So people use some cameras that are just really older, so they don't have a way of developing them anymore. So it kind of sucks for them because it's still
Yeah.
it's a dying art, really. I feel which kind of sucks because there's a lot of older cameras that still have some life, and they really give some pictures that you would not get in any kind of
Very true.
camera from now. Even if you throw a filter on it, which kind of sucks. So that they're dying in that way. Like I'm saying with that camera that you guys have, I think they're still. It's just one of those things where the tapes are gone now, so it's whoa, dude, like now it turns into this thing like how long until just the camera itself is just like beyond extinct, like where no one's using it. But I mean,
Well,
you look
everything
in,
will be extinct in this
Well,
whole
I mean,
room.
yeah,
It's like playing vinyl.
but it's
so
kind
much
of cool.
better on
It's kind of cool. You
vinyl.
look in different countries, they're still using them, and they're using them well. Like so, it's kind of
Yeah.
like wow, like, how crazy here they're dying, but over there, they're like one of the top things everyone would want because they're still able to use that and just use it to its max potential.
Yeah.
Here, it's almost like a dying. Who wants this anymore? And it's like, oh man, that kind of sucks. Like,
You mentioned skateboarding. Do you like to skateboard?
yeah, I skateboard a lot. I've been skateboarding kind of like that's kind of how I originally came here to Ventura in the first place. A friend of mine, Louis Bocanegra, in Lancaster, his family. I would always go over to his house. I'd hang out with him just to skateboard a little bit, and then he would be like, always like taking trips every so often to Ventura. And I was like, well, what? Like, I want to go. So I would go on those little trips. It would always be an overnight trip where we were flying over here all late at night, get here super late in Ventura. We'd sleep in his van, and then right by morning, we were going to all different spots downtown, and then just like kind of the early stages of everything, going to Top Hat, skating around downtown, just having a good time, not really being hassled by anyone. And it was just like the early days of skateboarding, I feel like, in Ventura.
There's a big skate community, huh?
Yeah, a really big skate community. And it's kind of cool how it all stems in different places of where all these different people come from, and then in the end it kind of would always meet at the skate park, West Park, Ventura skate park, and that's where a lot of people would always just like meet. That kind of was kind of cool because everyone around had their different things, quirks, jobs, things that they're doing, and it was kind of cool to always go there and just always see everyone constantly. It's like, oh man, these dudes are so good, like I'll never be as good as him, but I mean, it's always good to see because you always get a learning thing from that. You're just like, man, I know it's possible. Now I just got to be able to do it. Like,
My son wants to learn how to skate. He's 13.
Definitely should get into it.
So he wants me to find him somebody who can teach him how to skate because his dad used to skate. His dad is like in his 50s, and so his dad thinks that he can like teach him, but that dynamic does not work out very well. Yeah. So he wants me to find him somebody that can like teach him to skate. Is there somebody that like or like a place that like you would recommend for like kids his age to like where somebody could like work with him and like teach him just the basics and get him started on?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know anyone. I wish I knew someone locally that I could be like, oh yeah, they do skate classes.
Yeah, because I jumped online.
Junior will teach him.
Yeah, I jumped online and I was like, I didn't see any really.
Yeah, that's why it kind of sucks on that point where I just like,
okay.
I don't know
I just thought I'd ask because I looked and I didn't see too much.
But I do know that there's other skate parks not in this.
He's too nervous. He's not that kind of kid. Like he won't just go to a skate park and try on his own. No. Like he's tried that in the past, and he's not that kid. He doesn't have like that self confidence.
No, I feel that. And then the skate park here in Ventura, the West Park, it's really steep in the bowls, and it's just things that I've seen that's what I'm saying when I said earlier we need a skate park because when I went to one of the meetings a long time ago, there's a little girl in there. She was just like, I want to go there with my friends, but every time I go, there's all these bigger kids like flying around in a circle, and it's like, damn, like I feel for her because that is true. Like no matter what, when you go there, it's almost like if you're not going with the circle, and if you're not able to just be like chill with people coming up on you really quick, and you're just having to make a quick decision of just like left, right, or just like
which is not like a beginner mode.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I felt for her because I was like, dude, that's a true thing. Like you look at the skate park, it's super small, and especially if everyone's going in a certain direction, it's like you have to just conform and go to that, or else if not, you're kind of in the way in a way. But I mean, you're going against the grain, which is cool because you're still doing stuff too. But I mean,
it's like skating.
But it'd be nice if they had both.
Exactly.
You know, it'd be
if skating plus everyone was doing the same thing, and then some guys going the opposite direction.
That would be
definitely
Legacy.
Flying.
Right.
Whoa,
well, it'd be nice if they had both. If they had something for people who want to go do that, and then something for like beginners.
That's why supposedly in the next 2 years there's going to be a bigger park built, or it's being in the works. So I don't know if it's fully a definitive yes what's happening, but I've seen plans for different ones that they've put for there, and it looks super epic. Like it really looks like we'd have something like really great for the whole city.
Cool.
If it was there, but it's just one of those things the city has to put a stamp on it, saying okay, we're cool with it. But it's been said so many times and for so many years, been like, let's have a skate park, let's have a skate park.
I've heard,
it turns into this thing where everyone's fighting for it, and they're going to City Hall, they're trying to have it happen, and then it doesn't happen. You know, and it's
Right.
like, man,
What's the
going on?
roadblock here? Yeah.
What's really the?
Well, I'll keep looking around, see what I can find.
What would you say to the city council people? If
I say they need to get themselves together and think of something like, you know, smart. with
Invest
everyone
in
to think
right.
of a good,
Mhm.
you know, person to put for the bill, because obviously they want the lowest bidder, which always happens in every project.
Right.
It seems like with skateboarding, it
Right.
seems like
Yeah.
it always just wants to go to the lowest bidder, which is how the skate parks, I feel like, originally got built. I mean, I've been told that by friends, but I don't know if that's a true story. But like, it was like a pavement company. It wasn't exactly like a full-on
Yeah.
skate park company
Right.
that made these.
Like,
these
knew what they were
parks, so that-
doing,
yeah, they
yeah.
were just threw it down and were like, all right, it's cool. And then you look at the parks the way they are in the city. You know, Hobart, you know, Pacific and West Park. They're all this weird. Whoa, you know, it's just like, and then I mean, it's awesome because it makes those local skate parks have this talent come out of it, which is awesome because that's where they're, you know, growing out of in this crazy, random, hard to skate thing, and then you know you just see them just grow into this like, whoa, they're really good, and you look at the park they're at and you're like, wait, this is where they came from, and you're just like, whoa, like that's, you know, it's kind of like a trip, like, you know, because like West Park, a lot of really good people have come out of West Park, and you see them and you're like, wow, and then you go to the park and you're like, wait, this is where they kind of came from, and this is where they learned a lot of their stuff, like, whoa, you know.
Everybody learns everything.
It's a lot.
Yep.
Because I mean, it's just really hard to hit, and you go to other skate parks nowadays, and
You
they're
skate
all
there?
smooth and perfect.
Oh yeah, we grew up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, every skate park now is small, smooth, perfect, and it's not the same like kind of feeling. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's the good thing about it.
Yeah.
But then that's also its flaws, you know, in a way, because like the youth, they really want to try, but if they go there and they try to drop in on that thing, it's really steep and fast. So it's like not something like
It's what you call old school.
yeah, you need a
Yeah,
helmet for
old
sure.
school.
If you're a little kid, because you could slam your dome really fast, like going in,
Sure.
whoop, fly back, and
It's-
boom, there it is. Just 'cause-
As someone who roller skated outside of Skating Plus in the parking lot to go smoke a blunt, I could say that street skating is a lot
No,
different.
it's a whole other beast. Yeah, I when I ride my skates. Yeah.
I forgot.
I
Junior,
ate it.
Junior
He
fell
left it
down.
there.
Oh, you ate it after
Outside
I
in the
left?
park.
Now that I know Junior's
Yeah.
okay, I can laugh.
You know
but
where I
Yeah, yeah.
And I was
Oh.
and he's
At-
like,
at
You
the
gotta
time,
learn how
I
to
was
walk on your
concerned.
toes
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I could have caught him, but then I was like, I'm on skates
You're
too,
gonna
so what
go
the fuck am
down
I
too,
gonna do?
yeah.
I was gonna grab him,
Yeah.
pull him down.
Oh man,
Just
that's
be a
good.
jerk.
He was like right here. I was like, I reached out and then I was like, "What the fuck am I doing?" Dude?
Yeah.
Like it'll just be
Yeah,
both of us
yeah,
having broken arms.
exactly.
He
Yeah.
just blasted me like we came
I
right
left him,
over.
dude.
Yeah.
I saved the both of us.
You know,
Yeah,
the
my-
one that saved me was what's his name?
Give me a description.
My mom broke her wrist at Skating Plus.
Ziggy?
So
Damn.
it's Skating Plus, yeah.
They just fell back or something.
No, yes. Did she fall
Taj?
back? I think she fell back,
No,
or
I feel
she
like
fell
that's
forward.
The most way.
Joe?
Yeah, one of the
'cause
two.
They
Joe.
lose their balance,
I know.
and then when they fly backwards, they
Hoagie.
always tend to put their
Hoagie.
arm to catch themselves,
Yeah.
but then they fall on it.
Yeah,
nasty.
she
Yeah.
well, and she's
Nasty.
older, so you know.
I think
But yeah,
Junior
it was a
hurt his
couple years
wrist.
ago.
You hurt your wrist.
Oh fuck! Hoagie nasty.
You hurt
pulled
your
me
wrist.
up.
Oh, okay. Hoagie bum nasty.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hoagie no. Yeah.
What about him?
He's the one that picked me up. He's like, "Come on, boy!" He pulled me
Yeah,
up.
yeah. He had shoes on though.
Yeah.
So well,
Hey,
yeah.
thank you, Hoagie Bum Nasty, because we've been using all your music in our Instagram posts, and he's pro eating ass. I'm just saying, like that's one of his platforms, so I didn't mean to offend you. I'm just saying he's pro eating ass.
I know you're stating facts.
Yeah,
Right.
he has a song called "Eating Ass," and but he put on a great performance at Skating Plus, and he picked up Junior off of his crumpled mess on the parking lot.
I mean, there are
He's
some guys
crumpled
that like
up.
to eat ass.
Junior was-
So.
Yeah, you were down bad, and he couldn't get up. He's like a turtle on his back.
Junior's down bad.
Because we were so high.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
roll over and then get on all fours, and then
I was like, no.
But the whole time I couldn't enjoy it because I was like concerned he was
Yeah.
broke his wrist.
yeah.
But then when I found out, now that I know he's okay, I'm like, that was funny.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't as bad
I'm totally
as me.
jinxing myself with my next Skating Plus trip where I'm going to eat shit bad.
Let's not.
Yeah.
Well,
we
that's
should
what
try
happens.
and go to adult skate night at least once a month.
Yeah,
Like
I
that
agree.
was fun.
I was telling my wife, I was like, I don't know, I didn't know it was like we're allowed to have this much fun as a grown up.
What day was
You
it
know?
again?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesdays.
Yeah.
It's from 9 to 11, or is
Yeah.
it 11:30?
What is it?
9 to 12.
What is it that they do
No,
on Saturdays? then? What is it that they do on Saturdays? Then?
They do like family nights.
Family nights.
Yeah, so you can go there, but there's kids.
I don't know why I
and
always thought it was the other way around.
bitchy teenagers.
That adult night was on
She
Saturday.
has a teenager.
I don't know why I thought that.
Bitchy
So do you.
teenagers.
Yep,
Yeah.
they do Wednesday
Yeah,
for
I
adults.
got-
Junior knows what you mean by bitchy teenagers.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. And
Yeah,
then we
good.
try to go, and they have these snotty attitude, and you're like, get the fuck out.
Yeah. These skates suck. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was telling my friend Tiffany because she goes to
Bring
the
your
skate
own.
night, and she's been there. It's so much nicer skating without all those like scooter,
Yeah.
those
Oh, yeah, yeah.
little
yeah,
helper things that they, like, right? Because when you go on family skate night, which is usually when we go, that's you're
Yeah,
skating
yeah, yeah.
around all these.
My kid,
Walkers.
that's my kid.
Yeah, no,
my
which is
3-year-old.
fine, but
Yeah.
it's nice as an
dead
adult to
walkers.
not to have a time that's designated for adults.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I felt like way slower because the last time I
Oh,
went
for
was on
sure.
family night. I was
There
like
were
weaving
some-
in and out these walkers.
Yeah.
And then when I went on adult skating night, I was
No,
like,
there
oh
were
shit,
some
I'm like
really-
normal speed
yeah.
at best.
Yeah, no, there's some good skaters for sure. I
there- was
would
there a
like
bunch
to
of
get
people flying
better.
around?
Oh, for
my
sure,
god, dude.
Dancing.
Some people have their own music.
Oh, yeah.
They're like,
Oh.
fuck the DJ.
Yes,
That's the
uh-huh.
worst insult
Oh, man.
to
Yes.
a DJ, by the way.
Yes,
Is that people bring their own music. But yeah, they're on.
I've been that person.
So they got-
I've put my
yeah.
earbuds in before. Yes.
No offense to that DJ, but
No,
it's
yeah,
just
no
like
offense.
that's just not what you.
It's just
If they
we're trying
probably
to-
do that every week. It's not your fault.
No, for
but,
sure.
But the
They got
awesome
a
part
habit
was
of it.
when me and Junior entered the skating rink. They're like Ventura. Somebody said like Ventura
Oh, yeah.
Tide Pods
Yeah,
in the
I
house,
heard.
and we were like,
sick.
That was cool.
yeah. And I was like,
That's
dude,
sick.
that is like. I felt like we're like
We
the
made it.
bad
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
in a high school movie or something.
yeah.
you know?
Totally.
And that was the-
Dude, no, that's
Here
an epic
comes
feeling.
Cobra Kai. You know.
That's an epic feeling, though.
Oh yeah, we felt like the
It's
kings of our
dude.
middle school.
Yeah, adult
Yeah.
skate night on a Wednesday. Snaps for that.
It's just a random thing, you know.
I was trying to explain how
Having
cool
that
it was to
experience.
my wife, and she's like, "Yeah,
No,
We
totally.
should-
Totally.
sure,
Totally.
yeah, it must have been amazing."
Totally.
A DJ said your name,
Totally.
like at Skating
It's
Plus.
skating plus.
you guys got a award? You got a medal or something? She must have thought.
Hey, thank you to Jay Legacy, Joe Z, and Hoagie Bum Nasty. You guys put on a great Skating Plus show.
Yeah, that was fun.
And you know, Jay Legacy is a good guy. He at his kid's birthday party, he invited me, and I brought my kids, and he paid for us. He gave us passes.
Free access.
Nice.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
really fun.
For my whole family.
The family, the
he's
Tide
a good
Pod
guy, and
family
he put
is
on a great
growing.
show. Like, okay, so he's skating backwards and doing all
Yeah.
these twirls while he's performing on the mic with skates on.
Yeah.
So that's
bad.
yeah. Go to
I
our
got it all
Instagram.
in
We
the
made a
movie.
J
That is
Legacy video, JLGCY. So
That's
just
a
check it
flex.
out, and you can see.
Yeah.
I was
Oh, yeah.
on videotaping
Yeah, that was
them
fun.
and recording them. And
He doesn't-
going everywhere.
That's
Like-
a flex. Right
Like it's funny you were mentioning like the skater that
It's
goes
like
the wrong
backwards.
way, you know, that goes against the pipe. Like
Yeah.
Jay Legacy goes the wrong way
Yeah.
in the skating rink, and nobody even notices.
Yeah.
That's like how smooth he is on the
See,
skates.
that's cool.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying.
He's doing his own thing. He just stays in the middle doing
He
like
does,
360s.
Yeah.
He's like on his own.
He's dancing.
wavelength.
Yeah, he's totally, yeah. mhm.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden he gets the mic, and now he's doing a song.
Yeah, he's got amazing
pretty cool.
energy,
It was a
though.
great
His
entrance.
energy is awesome.
That's
Yep.
bad.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
So yeah, check those guys out. You got to go
Skating
pretty soon.
Soon, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go out on some local music. You guys
Okay.
want to hear
Okay.
Yeah.
Grigs B world premiere?
Sure.
Yeah,
hear
Grigs B, customer of Rugs by Dubs. Everyone, we saw him leaving the swap meet with a rug made by this gentleman,
Yup.
just randomly.
I had a
Yeah.
random
And now
rug
we're gonna
that I
play
made.
Now we're gonna play this song called Fire.
It was
Okay.
Ventura backwards. It was
Yeah.
I hope everybody
Ventura
enjoys the
backwards.
rain and has a great rest of the weekend.
And we want to say thank you to Skunk Masters. Thank you to Jennifer of the Pawn Shop of Ventura. Thank you, Pawn Shop of Ventura. These
Thank
mic
you.
cords, they're from the pawn shop.
Anything you need.
And also, Junior, she hooked you up with an electric bike when you needed one on loan. So this is a great ambassador to our community. So if you are going to get something, don't buy that new shit from Amazon. Like, this guy Bezos has plenty of cash. You don't need to give him more.
Yeah.
You don't
And,
need to buy
yeah.
cheap shit from China.
Yes.
No offense to
We
China.
don't need to keep adding to
I'm
our
just saying-
landfills.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't
Sorry,
add
guys.
to the
Sorry.
landfills. Yeah. Oh,
This
Amazon.
is not exactly cheap made, but I mean it is from China, so
Yeah, have
And
your
it's from
dollar
Amazon.
go
only if
farther.
you're trying to
Come
make
shop
money
with
and
us.
you have some art. That's all it's for.
Yeah. No offense to the rugs by Dubs
No.
and talking shit about Amazon, but
No, not at all.
give something a new life. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Something
No,
that
exactly,
is
exactly.
high quality.
If there was
you know?
someone who was making that in the States, it'd definitely be bought. But
Yeah.
they're the only ones for some reason that just pop them out. And it's kind of a sad thing to say because then you look at the stuff they have going on over there and it's like, man, they're not paying wages that should be living.
Well, next time
yeah.
you need any carpeting tools, stop by the shop first and see if we have them.
No, yeah.
You think
that's
you would
awesome.
have something
That is-
as obscure as that in the pawn shop?
I
Ventura?
don't. Yeah,
Not only
we
that-
have some obscure shit.
But yeah,
We
they,
got a
they
lot.
might have things that I might need. That's
Right.
different.
I seen
Like-
the shit.
like
that
hand
kids
carpeting
came.
tool. We get like some
tools,
random
different
things. Yeah.
Because I don't have everything I need for
Yeah.
sure. I'm still definitely missing a couple things because a lot. That's what I'm saying. As much as I don't want to copy everyone, you need those in a way to make the finish product that much better.
Better
So it's like
and
I have to
bigger,
get those few things
nicer.
extra, like that. I'll find, possibly find at the pawn shop.
You never
I don't
know.
But
Yeah.
Well, we're here.
They're here
Definitely.
for you, so check them out
it
first.
is.
The other thing I want to say is like I have this DVD player. It's got this plug that I cannot find, and I always fuck up the order when I do it at Amazon because I don't know what size it is. I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
bring it
eyeball
by.
it. This is when you go to the pawn shop.
Yeah.
When you need to try on like 10 different ones and get them. They don't
And find
have
it.
10 different ones at like Target and all those stores. So
Yeah, we
just
can
check
help
out
you
the pawn shop
read
at Ventura.
the adapter thing too and
Yeah.
figure it out.
And then this gentleman, Rugs by Dubs. Tell
definitely,
everyone where they can find your rugs and like how they can go about buying it.
definitely go on Instagram. Rugs by Dubs. RUGZBYDUBZ. That's where you'll find me at, and definitely go on there. You'll see my sizes and prices. And like I said throughout this show tonight, if you guys have been watching, that it's got to be something that's doable, not something super realistic and crazy. I mean, I can do your dog
Like
as long as I
this.
can find the image, and then definitely anything custom.
Yeah.
I can definitely do for you guys. And
It's
make
a
it
true
work.
treasure of our studio. This is like almost a landmark day for us because like our light keeps breaking
And nothing against
pops.
other
Nothing
artists
pops.
and people that come too, but hey, it's always good to give back because it's always a good
Thank you
thing.
for that message.
Yep.
All right.
So yeah, thanks, man.
And then where can they find you, Junior? Junior, we already thanked Skunk Masters.
Yeah,
didn't we?
plug yourself,
Yeah,
Junior.
and Safeport and
Safeport.
Safeport.
He never plugs himself. He plugs like just
Everybody.
we or
I
whoever
feel
hooked
that.
him
I
up.
gotta,
whoever's
I
nice
gotta.
to him.
Hey,
Yeah.
everybody shows
Yeah,
me
yeah.
love. I
feel
gotta
that.
show them love back.
No, I feel that.
Little Tree Factory True. Hey, Angel is the manager. So hey, what's up, Angel Tree Factory, Sayport, Skunk Masters, everybody, bro. Man, much
yeah.
love.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
That's what's up.
If you like these shirts, reach
Let
out
us
to
know.
us.
Definitely
We're
get those
selling
shirts,
them.
yo. They're
we're
super
selling them.
sick.
It'll be cheap, like 20
You guys
bucks.
are missing out
Yeah.
if you're not getting them.
Like 20 bucks. It's like the cheapest merch out there.
Yo.
All right.
You hear
Let us
that? You
know.
heard that?
Bye.
Get 'em.
This is we're gonna close out on this song called Fire. Okay.
I
guys
go
have
to
a good night.
Ventura
Oh, we got more.
Fairgrounds.
Why?
To the Snow and Glow and to the Wine Walk.
Okay.
That's coming up.
Check
yeah,
that out.
definitely
Coming
check that
up
out.
this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out.
Shine, elevate, far from failure. Graduated with the top tier. Life's beautiful,
There it is.
what it
turn off
is,
the mic.
but it'll
Yeah.
stop here. See what a lot fears, hard work, the roadblocks. Countless hours on the journey where most stop. See, I painted this way before the rhyming came. Not a thought out the vault, thinking diamond chains. Hey, yeah, dreaming cause I could. Seeing what I would, being who I should. Damn right, okay. That part, that way, art display. It's been equated, I'm exactly where I need to be. Those that hate it good looking, not believe in me. Hey, yeah, dreaming cause I could. Seeing what I would, being who I should. Blank canvas. The outline to an old dream. Shared life and we all team. No denying that. Inspired those that couldn't see a thing. But they didn't see it how I saw it. Can you trace it how I draw it? No regrets in this gallery. Welcome to the palace, no regrets in this gallery. Paint smear, yeah, it's permanent. In here, no returning it. Alternative, we got the juice, table talk, 4 plates now. Take time when I chew, cause it tastes wild. Perfection ain't a skill, painting uphill daily. Painting what it costs, painting how I saw. Painting how I feel. The outline to a no dream. Shared life and we all team. No denying that. Inspired those that couldn't see a thing. But they didn't see it how I saw it. Can you trace it how I draw it, huh? No regrets in this gallery. Welcome to the palace, no regrets in this gallery.